Hello everyone, welcome to Cranialytics. At Cranialytics, we give high standards customized reporting solutions to businesses. Without wasting more time, let's jump into the topic which you have already checked out in the video title, that is the Progress Bar. So there can be multiple designs of Progress Bar which can give attractive look and feel to your dashboard. Let's look at those designs. First, plain or basic Progress Bar. Second, dotted circle. Third, vertical bars. Fourth, vertical bars with minor gaps. Fifth, square. Sixth, vertical bars having color code. Seventh, within table showing different color codes based on different value range.
So we'll first understand how to design the progress bar. Before jumping into designing the progress bar, we'll first understand the data. So we just need a simple selection values based on the student name. So we have taken their marks as the value column, which is whole number data type, and the names is in text data type. Okay, so this is the only data we have used from a simple Excel file. We have created uh, uh, calculations. One is the static value having the 100 as the maximum value. So dummy is the name for that. Then progress status. So progress status is basically returning the marks of selected student. So what we have done, I have taken the name of the student in a variable called student, then another variable r value which will return or which will hold actually the marks of the selected student, and it will return this value, right? And we have created a series of values from 1 to 100. That's it, incremented by 1. So this is the complete data set that we are using. Now let's first do a selection of slicer. We'll use this will hold the list of all those students. So we will be selecting a student based on which their that student's marks would be selected, right? And that will be used into the progress bar. So here we have the list of the students, and we'll take a card. This card will hold the value of the marks. Since we have not selected any students, it will return nothing. Let's say choose any user. Let's say I select Atul. So the marks of Atul is 36. Now to grade the progress bar, we will use the line chart. So we are not using any other visual to import from somewhere. We are using only the in-house, the default available. So let's increase the width. Now we need to keep dummy in y-axis, which is having the limit value, and we will keep the value column in x-axis, so which is 0 to 100, right? And progress status will go into tooltips. So progress status is actually the returning the marks of the selected students. Now you can see that it is having y-axis is from 80 to 120, which you don't need. So what we can do is, this is fine, it is by default coming in between, but we'll do this thing. Need a progress line, and what is the 36, where is that 36 coming in? To do so, create that calculation. Let's select the line visual, new visual, custom, right? So you get this area where you can write the formula. What we'll do, we'll highlight that progress. That is, we need that line, right? So let's use this formula. Highlight progress is equal to if progress status, which is the marks, okay, of that student 36 is greater than is equal to value, then it is like it should be 100. So let's press enter. So here this column will be created. Okay, now we'll create another visual. So it'll write 100 till the value reaches 36 value, right? Okay, now we'll write another visual, sorry, calculation. So this is for the placeholder. Placeholder is used to show that arrow mark and the data labeling. Okay, we are not returning 100 just because it will overlap this line otherwise. So we just keep 115 so that it will come right above this point. Now you can see, so placeholder 115. So this dot is my placeholder. Okay, so we'll jump back to our progress bar. Now we will do the formatting part. We have created all those, like our adjusted these columns, created calculated columns, right? All those things, not calculated columns, visual calculations. So jumping to the visual part. So in x-axis we don't need these values. So what we can do is we'll remove these values. Title, okay. In y-axis, again the line is coming at very bottom, so we'll make the static. 0 is minimum, maximum should be 200, so that it will come in between. We don't need values. Title, we don't need legend. Okay, done. And the title and icons, that's it. Now this line is very thin. Let's increase the width. We'll jump here, lines. So we are doing it for all the series. So increase the width, maximum it can go up to 12. We'll make it 10. Okay, now we can change the color. So to change the color we have to choose the series. For dummy, go to colors. Now you can see the green. So since it is 100%, let's make it little grayish in color, right? Let me change to some other student. Okay, instead of dark blue, I want to make it for any other different color. Dark blue line is my highlighted progress. Right? Okay, I don't need this circle, so I want to remove it. So this is also a series. So let's come to placeholder, and I don't want to show this series. just switch it off. Gone. So now I have a simple progress bar, but I still want to show what is the value of my progress. To do so, I have to open the data labels. Once I open the data labels, it will open for all the series. So we have to disable whichever are not required. So go to values, wait. So we are applying for specific series. Let's say for dummy, we don't need this series. Now I can see the complete data labeling in the entire progress bar has been removed. Similarly, let's check for the highlighted progress, disable this one.
Okay, now we have reached to the data label 115 value, which we have to change because this is not exactly the value. We have to bring this value 60 number over here. Okay, so you can check out if I switch to quad shell, this value is 36. So it should change, but it is not changing as of now. So let's do it. So what we'll do, we'll select this progress bar and we'll go to data labels because this is data label, and here we will select placeholder, go down, okay, and we have to change in the value. So we will go to the value section, and here we have to choose our value. Okay, click on here, go to progress series and select progress status. Okay, so this is actually my progress status measure. So this value should come over here. Go back to Chanchal. Now I can see the value is 60, so it is also coming over here. Now what we need is a kind of like proper design. Like, this should be in a rectangle shape, some arrow or something which is indicating to this progress bar. Okay, so first of all, bring that background of this. So select back this progress bar, go scroll down in design section. We'll see the background is switched off, switch it on. Okay, font color should be changed. So these kind of small changes that you have to make these changes so that it will look appealing, it will look attractive. So now it's fine. You can change the background color as well if you wish from here. Transparency you can adjust. As of now we are not doing it. And now I want to have an arrow just below this uh, square shape of the number, or properly it is the data label. So we'll go here and we'll switch to error bars. Okay, you will find it uh, exactly at the bottom, and then choose the placeholder. Okay, from here, if it is not enabled, enable it, make it to by percentage. Okay, maybe it is by default by field at sometimes, so make it by percentage. Okay, there is some value over here. So what you have to do is first enable this bar. Okay, switch it on, and here you have different options. Okay, bar color, width, border color, okay, bar border size and markers. Switch it on if it is off, and you can select different shapes. I can see I have selected the triangle. We have reached the final stage of designing the progress bar. Now here you can see in the data label at the top and bottom there are two triangle arrows shown or visible here. We need only the bottom arrow mark, but we don't need the upper arrow mark.
have to either remove or hide it. So the option here is do some mechanism to hide it. Now go into the visualization section and there are bars. Go to the series, make sure placeholder is selected, and in options use the type by percentage, and here you will see upper bound and lower bound. Lower bound is required to adjust your below triangle, and the upper triangle, it can be adjusted to upper bound. So here the present value is 20. We will adjust it and see by our eyes that if it is going to be hidden behind the data label. So we'll adjust it to, let's say, 10. So it's looking perfectly fine now. The upper arrow is just behind the data table. The below arrow is looking perfectly at its position. So let's change the selection and select any other student name. Selecting Atul. So the marks is 36. Select Amar. Got 94.
Now you must be excited to see different other design options that we have seen in the very beginning of the video. Okay, so I have shown all those designs at one page. So three are over here, three others, and the remain, and the seventh one is visible over here, having different value range. So this table is basically showing the all those values with different color codes based on their value. So these are the different progress bar. So with vertical bars, dotted bar, okay, dotted circle, the simple one. So these are the different yeah, progress bars. Okay, so this table is having student name and marks and grade status. So grade status is basically SVGs, which is having the color codes based on the student marks. So the color codes are based on the range of 35, 60, like that. If it is less than 35, sorry, up to 35, it is red. If it is 36 to 59, it is yellow. And if it is 60 and above, it is green. So you can see the first record for Arti, 13 marks, is in red color. Second, or let's say the third one, Atul, which is having 36 marks, so it is in yellow. The fourth one, Chanchal, having 60 marks, it's in green color. That's how this SVG progress bar is working. On the right side, you can see three different progress bars, which is in vertical bars, dotted circle bar, and the continuous line. So the other options are also there. Let's jump to the next page where we have other three progress bars. So the first one at the top is having the color codes in the background, which is red, yellow, and green. The lowest value comes shows in the red color, then the yellow, and the highest value is in the green color. So the second one is the square shaped progress bar, and the third one is having the vertical bars with the very minor gaps in between. So you can customize and create multiple such progress bars in terms of the design. Hope you like those designs. If you want them to be used in your project, you can go to the Cranialytics website and check it out over there. You can download from that website. If you are looking for consulting services in Power BI, where you wanted to create a completely new dashboard from scratch, or you wanted to have a redesigning in your existing project in Power BI, then please do contact us. We have multiple channels to contact us through website, email, or through WhatsApp. You can drop a message to us. So we are open to uh, look for your queries. Yeah. Thank you for your time for watching the video. Please do like my video and subscribe to the channel.